and I like to work towards things. So I had to slow myself down. I had to literally slow myself down. And one of the things that I worked on is being present. I read this book. It's called Be Here Now by Ram Dass. And in the book, he practiced this, and he shared it in the book. And it's about being here now. It's about being present. And when you're present, a way to check to see if you're present, he recommended that you do this throughout the day, like often, is out of the blue, whatever you're doing, ask yourself, where are you? And answer yourself. And so I started doing this during the day. I'm like driving. Where am I? And then all of a sudden I'd look and I'm like, oh my God, I'm driving. And look at this, the cows here on the side of the road. You know, I was like, all of a sudden I would see the cows, you know? And I was like, wow, how did I not see the cows a minute ago, you know? And because what happens is our minds are always thinking, like, you know, we're always thinking about things. And when you're thinking about things, you're not present. So we're literally going through life, like not where we are, not present. Like we're really not there. I remember once I was in the shower and I asked myself, where am I? And I go, oh, I'm in the shower. And as soon as I said that, I felt the water on my head. And I was like, oh, that feels so good. And I'm like, oh my God, I was missing this experience. Where the heck was I? I was literally thinking about something, and it took me to another place. I wasn't even in the shower. Like, yeah, my body was in the shower, but I wasn't feeling the shower because I wasn't there. I was busy thinking about something else. I missed the whole shower. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I love the shower. You know, I love the water. I love being in there. I look forward to it. I take many showers in a day. Like, I love it. And I realized my thinking took me somewhere out of my body, and I missed something that I love to do, you know? And I was like, wow, this practice is like super important. It's, you ask yourself, where are you? And it's like a self-check. It brings you to where you are. It's like bringing yourself present. So now you can focus on the present. And the next thing you ask yourself is, what time is it? And the answer is now. Be here now. Where are you? I'm here. What time is it? Now. That's all you need to remember. Be here now. And I practiced this like for weeks and weeks, and to a point where it became normal for me to focus on being here now. Like, like all I have to do is just look. And for me, a lot of times it's nature, you know, like I tune myself into the sounds. Like, ask yourself where you are and listen. And all of a sudden you hear something that you didn't hear before, you know? Like, listen to the birds here, where I'm on the lanai at my house in Hawaii, and all these beautiful birds surrounding me, right? And if I'm not focusing on it, if I'm worrying about what I'm going to do tomorrow, or what I'm going to do for a job, or my relationship, or, you know, all this stuff, I'm not here enjoying the nature. I'm missing it. You know, I don't even hear it, you know? And the one thing is there's no stress in the now. There's no stress in the now. There's only now. Like, nothing is ever happening right now. Let's say we're sick and, you know, we have something happening with our bodies and it might be deteriorating, right? Well, in the future it might. So that's a worry. That's a very uncomfortable worry. It's stress. It causes a lot of anxiety, worrying about what could happen, okay? But if you ask yourself, where are you right now? Nothing's happening right now. It hasn't happened yet. You're right where you are. And if you're right in the present, there's never any stress in the present. You can be in the middle of an argument with somebody, not a really comfortable spot, right? Completely not comfortable. In the middle of that argument, if you ask yourself, where are you? You will come right to the present, and you take a breath, and you realize that you're safe. You're in the middle of an argument, but you're not in the argument at that moment. You are now right in front of you, here, now. You're no longer in the arguments. You just pulled yourself out of the argument, out of the stress, out of the attack, into the now. Just like that. This is what I'm telling you, you know, like the now is present. The now is safe. The now, there is no stress. The future causes anxiety. We worry about the future. Are we going to meet our goals? Are we going to have a good month? Is my partner going to leave me? Will we get married one day? What kind of job am I going to be doing when, you know, is my job going to last? You know, like, is my rent going to go up? Is, like, all this stuff, that's anxiety. That's all future, okay? If we're thinking about the past, usually causes depression because, one, if it was good and we feel sad because we miss it, that causes sadness. If it was traumatic and it caused pain, we're thinking about the trauma and it causes depression and sadness because it hurt. And now we're thinking about something that hurt us. Good or bad, we're not in it anymore, it's past. That's why they say tomorrow's a mystery, yesterday's gone, and all we have is the present. You know, that's all we have is the present, period. So the present is always safe. The present, you know, there's nothing, no decisions you have to make, nothing to regret and no decisions to make. You can just be right where you are without having to do anything. And that's the difference about being present. Because half of the times we're spending our present worrying about what we have to do for the future. All these things that we have to do for the future. You're sitting in your house relaxing and you're looking around and you think about, oh my God, I have to do the dishes. I have to prepare for dinner tonight. I have to go to the store and get this. I have to vacuum. I have to, like, all this stuff you have to do. Whereas if you just allow yourself to not think about the future and just be in the present, you can enjoy the moment. You can literally just enjoy the moment, you know? Like this is key to living joyfully and simple, is maintaining where you are at all times, being in the present. If you could only do that, your life would change. Your life would change. You know, this is a practice that I know works, that I know changes lives. It changed my life because I was always worried about the future. I was always worried about all the stuff I had to do and all the stuff I wanted to do. And, you know, I mean, I live my life in the present now as much as I possibly can, but it's something that I have to constantly remind myself of. I try to make sure I get my feet in the sand, or I get myself in nature. I try to self-regulate myself all day long on joyful things that make me happy, you know? Joyful things that make me happy. Whether it's, you know, going outside and looking at the sky. At night, ever look at the sky at night and just look up at the stars? Like these, watching a sunset or sunrise, or listening to the birds, or just going and walking inside trees, or looking at the ocean and being close to the ocean and feeling the ocean, your feet in the sand. Like, these are all little things